Hello everyone, my name is Shikhu Bala and I am working as an English mistress at Government Senior Secondary Boys School, Kanwan, District, Gurdaspur. Today I am going to present a poem, We Who Love Books, written by Ruskin Bond. It is a very simple poem which is giving us an idea about poets' love for books. Ruskin is a prolific writer who has contributed marvelously to the Indian literature. He was born on 19th May 1934 and is an Indian author. His first novel, The Room on the Roof, was published in 1956 and it received the John Llewellyn Rust Prize in 1957. Bond has authored more than 500 short stories, essays, and novels, which include 69 books for the children. Before starting this poem out, let's have the introduction of the poem. As I've told you, it is a very simple poem and it actually explains that how close some of the books are to the poet that he always cherished their being in his life. He considered them as humans, though he considered them his true friends and personify in the poem. Books are a man's best friend. Ruskin Bond, through this poem, shares his sheer love for books, and although they are old and torn now, he cherishes them just as much as he did when he first got them. So let's start reading this poem. First stanza. Some books I'll never give away. Though old and worn, their binding torn, upon my shelves they'll always stay. Alive, still red, still fresh, each dawn, their magic moments never gone. In the very first stanza, the poet is describing that there are some books which are very close to his heart that he will never give them away to anyone. Although they have become old and worn and their binding is torn now, but still he plans to keep them. They will forever be found on his shelf and he will continue to read those books and keep their charm alive. Regardless of how many times he reads them, their magic lives on. It never seems to diminish, and every time he finds himself once again compelled by the story. This stanza also reminds me John Keats' poem A Thing of Beauty is a Joy Forever, because Ruskin Bond is telling us that how close he is to those books, and whenever he go through those books he feels the similar joy which never fades away. Second stanza. Familiar friends, these timeless tales have been with me since I was 10, and as I turn their pages once again, I feel and love their old refrain. Bond tries to tell us that those books have become his familiar friends and they are timeless. They belong to not any particular era. The book shares stories that are not bound by any era. The books have been with him since he was 10 years old, and even now, when he reads those pages, he feels that same love he did as a boy. So he is a bit nostalgic about those books as well. They have become his friends. These books have always been with him. Third stanza. Great words, great thoughts still stand the test of time that's passing by so fast. These good companions never fail to give me joy, to nourish me. We who love books will always be the lucky ones, our minds set free. In the last stanza, the poet tells us that we need to choose books very wisely, because great verses, great thoughts, whatever the ideas and language of the books are the true companions. So we need to be careful while choosing the books as well. And these books, these ideas, these phrases, these verses actually inspire the poet and gives him joy. And those who love books will continue to grow, and they are the fortunate ones, for they have free minds. Because books, the good books, they always bring eternal joy. They actually inspire us. They develop a kind of rational thinking in our minds, and we are able to think logically. So books are the treasures. We need to keep them, we need to choose them wisely. So this was the poem. Now let's talk about the theme or the central idea of this poem. According to the poet, he feels comfort, considered, joyous in the presence of those books. He read and read them again for the several times whenever he feels so. They provide solace, freedom, and adventurous tour without even moving. There is something about those books that provides solace like no other. One can find oneself in the reading treasure of those books. And books are the true companions, the true friends. They are never going to deceive us. Whatever we are looking for, all the answers of all the questions are always there in the books. And you know the plot, the characters, the climax, yet it excites you. You see comfort in the familiarity. They open a whole new magical world, a place where your imagination takes you on enthralling adventures. So books are treasures. So this was the poem, a beautiful and a simple poem about a kind of obsession of Ruskin Bond towards some of the books he has. So I hope you get the idea of this poem, and I have been successful in this as well. So this was the whole. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for watching. Keep learning. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.